Okay, so in your project, the someone asked you to write test cases. What that mean? Okay, you are recently joined the project. Okay, you don't know complete flow. So initially they will assign some write test cases. Okay, initially they'll ask to write some test cases. Why? Because even if you do something mistakes in the test cases, that will not affect real application. Okay, by writing test cases, you can understand the code. Okay, what is the methods? That methods what it is doing in high level, you can understand easily. Okay, after on top of that, if you go through the KT's sessions, that will be easy to understand the project flow. Okay, today we'll discuss about unit testing. Okay, what is the unit testing? How to do that? Okay, how to implement in our Java. Okay, so simple. I'll ask one question. Can you write a code for even and odd program? Okay, can you write simple code for even and odd program in the Java? Can you write that? How many people will write quickly? Okay, I'm writing here. I'm taking public int a string even or odd check. I'll take input as a number, whatever you pass. Okay, then some logic I write. What is the logic? Simply I will check number if it is true, it is even. If it is false, it is a not even. Okay, here I written one string value. The given number is a simply even number. Okay, here I written odd number. Okay, now tell me, is this code is perfectly works fine or not? If the code is perfectly works or not? Anything mistake we did? If you get input as a 10, what will happen? What is the output? What is the output for 10? Okay, it is even, it is even odd. So we need to test. Okay, I'm giving one more input minus 100. This one minus 125. Maybe odd. If I give input 0, it is even and odd. We consider this is even. So we need to test our logic. We need to test our logic by passing different values, different possible values. What are different possible values? Whatever input taken will pass different values and will check we expected output is coming or not. The expected output is even number or odd number. That we have to check. Okay, checking up these kind of values by providing inputs called unit testing. Okay, who will do by unit testing? So testing, by seeing this word testing, don't think this is due by the testing team. This is due by the QA team. Okay, unit testing basically we only implement, that means developer only implement. Okay, they write test cases to check their actual code is perfectly working fine or not. Okay, this is my actual code. Okay, actual logic. This logic I'll call by passing different values as input, and I'll check the expected result, the expected output is coming or not. The expected output is coming, my test case is, my testing is passed. If I give wrong input, that should return a odd value. Okay, Like that way, we have to test our code, test our logic every time whenever we implement. Okay, just one more example. One more example. So if I ask to write one simple code for prime number, simple code for prime number, what is the logic? I already have. Right click, I'll take, instead of writing prime number. Okay, this is the one. This is the prime number logic. Okay. So here, just observe logic. What it is doing internally? Just observe logic first. Instead of writing, I just copy pasted. That's why I'm asking to go through the code once. It will take input some number. Okay. The logic is identifying the given number is prime or not. Just go through once. I'll give 1 minute time. One second. Okay. So this method check each prime. Take one input, taking one input, okay, and checking that given number is a prime or not. Okay. We'll give input as a 1. We'll give input as a 1. Is it prime or not? 10. Okay. 0. 0 is not a prime. Like that, we have to write logic. We have to test by giving the different inputs. Okay. This is the approach. This is the functional of unit testing. This testing by passing different values, how we can do in Java. Okay. We can do by Java. That we have to learn today. Okay. How we can do? JUnit is a framework. JUnit is a framework. It is a framework designed on top of the Java only. Okay, to use test our logics, our functionality. Okay, this I have already noted. Okay, this is a JUnit is a open source unit testing framework built on top of Java. Okay, it is provided set of annotations and assessment methods to test our code. Okay, right now the latest version of JUnit is 5, JUnit 5. So we are also learning the latest version while we are going to discuss about JUnit. Okay, just we'll start example. We have one simple code I started. We have a simple project. In this project, what I'm doing, I'm writing some logic for the employee management service. This employee management service means this I want to store some employee objects, employee data. Okay, I want to store in some employee data in our Java code. So we don't have any database here. Directly we are writing the Java code. The storing the data is by using the list. Okay, instead of storing the employee data, we can store in the directly in the list in our code only. Because I don't want to make complex this application. That is why I'm taking a list object. In this list object, we are storing the employee objects. Okay. Okay. So just we'll write an example first. We'll write actual code. Later we test our application. So as it is, I create a simple application, Java application by using Maven. Okay, here no much dependencies. Only I taken Java 8. Okay, I taken only Java 8 here. Then I started the coding. So here what I want to store the employee data. Store means I have to add the employee. Okay, I have to add the employee. Next one is I have to update the employee, delete the employee, get all employees. Okay, one more I'm planning to write public void, not void. All employees means it is a list of employees, multiple employees. I want to go to only single employee by employee ID. Okay, I want to get one employee with employee ID. For that, I'm taking get emp int EAD. Based on EAD, I want to get employees. So we'll start implementation for this simply, quickly. Go to service. This is the interface side. Interface have only the requirements. That is why I taken all abstract methods. Okay, this is the interface. EMP service. Here I have only requirements in the form of abstract methods. I'm going to implement in a implementer class. This is the class I taken for the employee service IMPL, implementing IMP service, IEMP service. Next, I'm going to add one by one methods logic. Let's see. Okay, there is an unimplemented method. Fine. Something issue. What is this here problem? Okay. Okay. First one is add employee. Add employee. What it will take? It will take employee object. It will take employee object. Whenever first we are adding, that employee should have ID. That employee should have ID. ID we have to maintain ourselves. How Hibernate manage the ID? We also have to manage. We'll take one simple int type employee ID. Okay. By default value is 0. Whenever we are storing employee object, we'll set that e dot set. Okay, there is no methods. Go to that employee class. Nothing here. So while I'm going through the code, if you have any doubts, ask me immediately. Okay, first understand the how actual logic. Then we'll test that logic. I'm taking variable private int emp id. Okay, private int emp name. E shall. Yeah, I'm taking random variables. You can suggest any if you want. Private int dptno. Emp name type is string. Salary type double. I'm taking. Okay. These 4 variables I'm taking for now. Just generate setters and getters. We don't have Lambok here. That is why I'm generating manually. Okay, where is the source, setters and getters? Okay, setters and getters I have. Next, I have to write one constructor to create object. Source, generate constructor using fields. This is arguments constructor. I have to take another one without arguments. 0 arguments constructor and arguments constructor. Okay. So simple question I'll ask here. If I write only If I write only arguments constructor, it automatically generate. Okay. If I write arguments constructor, Java compiler automatically generate default constructor also without arguments or not. I have parametric constructor, so Java compiler will generate 0 arguments constructor or not. This is a question I'm asking. Anyone can answer?
Yeah, Java compiler generate default constructor.
Java compiler will not generate default constructor because already I have one parametric constructor. Developer, if you don't write any constructor, then only Java compiler will generate default constructor with 0 arguments. Okay, that is why I am manually writing. Okay, just I am repeating. Developer write any constructor, it arguments or 0 arguments, then Java compiler will not generate constructor, default constructor. Okay, developer don't write any constructor, then only Java compiler will generate one default constructor. Default constructor means no arguments, empty body. Inside that there is one statement like this, it will generate. Okay, if it's not clear, ask me, I will repeat. So if you go here, whenever we are adding the employee to our list, we have to check or we have to set employee ID. We have to generate. So for the purpose, I take one int variable. Let's take, I'm setting int variable here. Immediately I'm incrementing. First increment and set this. So first time ID is 0, EMP ID is 0. Okay, while setting, first it will increment. That means value is 1, then setting into employee object. Later part, I have to add into list dot add employee E. Okay, just I written here. Maybe I'll take one try catch. Instead of try catch, I'll take string, type is string. Take try catch. These 2 lines put in try and catch. In catch block, throw exception. Or just print the stack trace. Okay, in try block return EMP added successfully. EMP added successfully, and the ID is just print that EMP ID. Okay, this is success case. In failure case return fail to add EMP. Okay, this is simple logic. Then what I am doing, this is for the adding purpose, right? Just to update, what I have to do, I have to take object as maybe update employee. What I'll update, string name, VMP name, I have to update. Okay, what I have to do for employee name, I have to update. For which employee? For ID, EID. For employee EID, I have to update name. Then I have what I have to take E dot. First we have to check the employee ID is present or not. How to check? How to check the employee is present or not? This is a list. In the list we have employee objects. Okay, how to check that employee is present or not? We have to go through the loop. Okay, directly I'll write one Java 8 logic. Okay, Java 8 logic to identify, to check that employee is present or not. Okay, so how to write? I'm taking that list dot stream, Java streams concept, stream dot filter, okay, filter each employee object, employee dot get employee ID equal to EID. If it is match, misplace constructor, employee ID equal to EID. Okay, fine. Dot find first. Find first. Okay, this will return what? Option of employee. Option of employee. First we will check what is optional class. Optional is a class to avoid null pointer exception from Java 8. Okay, how it is? It is a wrapper around the object. It is kind of box. First we will check in that box object, employee object is there or not. How to check? Is present method. If it is there, we will get that. How? Get method. If it is not there, what we can do? We can throw exception. We can throw or else throw. What is that? We'll throw some exception. New runtime exception with some proper message. Employee not exist. Not exist with ID emp ID. Okay, this is the simple logic. Let me know if you are not understanding. Okay, here only one thing complex is or else throw. Supplier or else get null value something in this. Okay, else null, return null. Okay, now I'm taking one simple variable employee here reassign to here also reassign to finally return that employee. Okay, I'm taking here update employee. Okay, fine. I got employee object. Then immediately I will set the employee name with the new employee name, the new emp name. Okay, this I'm setting here. Now it is updated. How to update again? List dot. Okay, already updated. It's not required because we are taking difference. Okay, next one is string. It's not required. If e equal to null, then return employee not found. Else return employee updated. Okay, employee updated. Next one is login employee. So login employee not required. Just remove this one. Let's delete employee. Delete employee, what we can do? Okay, delete employee, what we can do? Instead of list of employees, I'll take map of integer. 1 second, I'll change that this to map the better. Okay, new linked hash map. Linked hash map. Okay. Now while we are adding, first we have to use a put method. Map, right? Map means we have to use a put method. Map dot put id. What is id? emp id. Then I'm using the object to set. Okay, we have stored data. While updating, how to check employee ID exists or not? Just using the contains key method. Map dot contains key. Which key? Employee ID. Employee is present. Then update. Else we cannot update. Okay, just here what I have to do. What I have to do? The employee ID already exists. Then get that employee. How to get? Map dot get key input is employee ID on get the object. Okay, for that update name. Update name. How to update name? Set method. Set emp name. Again put into map. Map dot put employee ID is a key. Value is a employee. Okay. So employee not found. Then we have to just return a employee is not found with ID. Is clear this logic? Okay, this is simple. Update employee. Next go for delete employee. Delete purpose what? Just same. We'll take employee ID. We'll check that employee ID is present or not. Okay, if it is present, delete that. How to delete? How to delete from the map? Map dot remove method something is there, so we have to provide key emp id. Okay, if it is not present, same we have to return. We have to returning one. One means deleted, else returning 0 means not deleted. Okay, that's what I'm taking. Instead of string, I taken a int type. Next one is get all employees. Get all employees what? From the map, how we can get all employee data? See, map key is a integer, value is a employee. How can get all the values? In map, there is one method, values method. That values method returns collection object. That collection we can store into list. Okay, it is written to the. Just understand here. I want to get only values. How can I get? This part is clear. How to get only values from the map? So there is a values method. Okay, that values method runs collection of employee object. The collection we want to convert to list. Just use the new array list of values. Okay, next one is how to get only employee ID. Based on employee ID, how to get? We can use just map dot contains key employee ID. If it is present, get that employee. How to get an employee? Map dot get of. Okay, if it is not present, return null. Okay. Now go to employee object. We have these many variables. And I want to generate toString also. How we can get toString method? Source generate okay. If I want to call these methods, main method already here. Okay, here I want to call the objects. So first create employee service object. This employee IEMP service, there is no methods. I deleted just now. If you want to extract, we can do, I think, some type. I don't know exactly how we can extract refactor, extract interface. Okay, right. Select all IEMP. IEMP service 1. Okay, this is extracted all the methods here. Okay. Okay, now create object. Now create object. Well, this is IEMP service. Okay. Now extract is fine. Create object for the EMP service IMPL. Okay, then it is created. So how we can capture this? What is the difference we can type? We can use this one, or okay, this is a EMP service IMPL. We can create object for this and we can hold with same class name, or else we can use parent also. Okay, see implement a class, right? That's why we can use a interface name also. Interface reference and implement a class object. This is possible in Java. Now, first we'll add one simple employee object. For the purpose, I want to create a simple employee object, employee new employee. Okay, first one is ID. ID I don't pass. ID I don't pass. That is why I want to delete from ID from here, because ID is auto generated. Okay, first ID I don't pass. Next one is name. Name is ABC. Salary, some data, department number 10. I created object. Then I have to add. Okay, service dot add employee. Just pass this one. Okay. After adding this, this will go and sit in a map. Where is the map? Map is in implementer class here. Okay, just check this. After adding, how we can check? Immediately we'll get the object. How it will get? Service dot get all employees. This all employees will print. Simply will print. Okay, it is added. Like that shape. Another one is, next one is update employee. Service dot update employee. Employee ID is 1. Employee ID is 1. Then update name is XYZ. Okay, just updated. Again check that is updated or not. Not loading. Okay. Or not. Okay, we got output. Just see here. This updated ABC to XYZ for employee ID 1. Same as delete employee, or we can use service dot delete employee ID is 1. Okay, after deleting again we'll check the deleted or not. It is deleted. Okay, what else is pending? Get by ID. If we want to get only by ID, we can get service dot get employee by ID. Providing input is 1. This will check the correct or not. Before deleting, we can get, okay. See this. Errors. Terminated. Why it is not launching? Done. Okay, we got it. Taking some time. Okay, we got employee ID 1. Okay, let's add one more employee. Employee E2. Name is salary random value on some department number. E3. It is taking some time. Okay, fine. Okay, it's taking some time. Run again. Okay, see that we have this many employees. Employee ID 1. Okay, we did not add it. Service dot add employee E2. Service dot add employee E3. No check. Okay, this many employees we added. Okay, after first we added 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, employee ID 3. Next we updated name ABC to XYZ. It's updated employee ID 1. Later we deleted employee ID 1. So next we can see employee ID 1, 2, 3 also there deleted. Where is this? I commented. Okay, remove this comment. Employee ID 1 is I'm deleting. So employed 1. So employed 1 deleted, right? That's why I'm not able to fetch. If we use employee ID 3, it will be show the console. See, employee ID 3 I got. So in middle employee ID 1 I lost. Why? Because employee ID 1 I deleted. So like that I simply created one application. Okay. Here I used it for the testing purpose. But in application, in a real-time applications, whenever you write some logic, that will be used by someone else. Maybe that is some API calls or some different methods, different classes. So this is your functionality you added. Okay, add employee. So how we can test this? How we can test update employees? Okay, this we can test by using the JUnit. We have to write test cases for that. Okay, the test cases tells how much strong your application, how much strong your logic. If I provide different random inputs, that should not be affected. The code should not be failed. So for the main method, I provided proper input. That is why it is working fine. If I give improper input, some wrong values, it should not break. It should give proper response back. Okay, that we have to test. How we can test? By using JUnit. So JUnit is a popular Java based framework to test our Java applications. Okay, so JUnit provided some different annotations, different assertion methods to test our logics. Okay, this each annotation has different functionality. Okay, different purpose that we are going to learn today. Okay, this is the main agenda as per today class. First, we'll test what is the first annotation? Test. What is the test? To make our custom method, our method as JUnit test case. Okay, to tell to Java compiler or JVM, this is not actual code, this is not actual logic, this is not main logic, this is only test code. Okay, you don't consider this much because this I written for only for the to test my class or my logic, my method is perfectly working fine or not. Okay, that we can make through test. This is a major annotation, important annotation totally in the JUnit. Next one is display name. To provide, we written multiple test cases. Okay, add employee, update employee, get employee, all these methods we write test case for that separately. Okay, how to differentiate? How to differentiate? We can use display name. We can provide some custom name for the test case. Okay, this test case for that to test only the update employee method test. Okay, this particular test case for the add employee method test. Like that we can provide before each, after each, before all, after all. I'll discuss one by one. Okay, I'll discuss one by one. First we see the example how to use test annotation. Okay, test annotation. Okay, this is the SRC main Java. Just observe the structure here for every Java project, every Maven project. Okay, even Gradle also follows same mostly. So this is the project name. This project name you configure. While you are creating the project, you will give the project name that will show here. Next one is what? SRC main Java. SRC main Java. What we do here? We write our actual logic. Okay, we write actual implementations that we write here. Okay, next one is SRC test Java. For this logic, we write test cases here. We write test cases here by in the SRC, in the folder of SRC test Java. This you know already. This is Java runtime environment JRE. Here Maven test-peak dependencies. If we add any dependencies in the Maven, that will show here. And this is common to SRC. This point to the SRC only. On target for what? If you compile the code, the corresponding dart class file where it will generate, corresponding jar file where it will generate. If you install, if you do package, where it will generate corresponding jar files or dart class files, the target folder. This is already you know. This is project object model for the Maven. Okay, next, what the meaning of here? We want to write any test case. Example, this is the add employee test actual logic. For this, we want to write test case. I should not write in a SRC main Java. I should not write any test case in a SRC main Java. For specifically test cases, we have a separate folder, SRC test by Java. Here you can write. Let's start writing for this. First, create package. Package where for which class I have to create package? Sorry, which class I have to write a test case? EMP service IMPL. That is in which package? Same package we have to create. SRC test by Java. Under this, I am creating one package. Chenchu.junit.j. Better I'll copy paste the spelling mistakes. This is the package name. Next, class name. What is the class name? EMP service IMPL. For this, I have to write test case. So, to understand developers easily, after class name, I have to write test. This is the class name. Up to here, EMP service IMPL. For this class, I have to write test cases. For that, I'm writing a test. By seeing this class, we can understand easily. For this class, I'm writing a test case. Okay, this class, I'm writing test case for the EMP service IMPL. Now I have to write test case for the one simple method that is maybe add employee. Okay, add employee. I want to write test case. How to write test case? First thing is we have write one method, public method. Test case method should be a public. Return type should be void Return type should be void because we are testing the data, but this method not returning output to any other persons, any other caller. Next one is method name should be like naming convention. I can say add employee. Method name is add employee. For this, I'm writing test case. For this, I'm writing test case. By seeing this, you can easily understand this test case for the add employee method. Okay, to make, okay, I will first write how to call this method. How to call this method? This is the instance method. Instance method, how to call? Instance method, how to call?
With the help of object reference.
For? By using object reference, right? Okay, fine, correct. By using object reference. That means what? We have to create an object for that. New employee, new EMP service. New IMP service, IMPL, okay. EMP, just take a variable. This I can take into IEMP service also because the interface. Okay. Now I have to call add employee method. For add employee method, I need to take input as a employee object. So create first that employee E is equal to new employee. First provide ID, I don't provide. Next one is name X, Y, Z. Salary, department name number 12. Department number 10 I will give, easy to understand. Okay, next I'm passing this object. So after passing employee object, after storing, what it is returning? Returning what? String type. What is string type? The string value after successful storing, I'm returning employee ID. Okay, employee object added successfully. This I'm getting. Okay, this I'm getting. Okay, fine. Instead of this big number, better I'll take one simple int type. Int type I'll return I, only EMP ID. Okay. In the case of failed, I'll return -1. Okay. EMP service, go here, change add employee. Add employee. Here. Int. Okay. So this add employee taking the employee object and setting the employee ID. Okay, updating employee ID and putting into map. After that, if it's successful, adding, returning employee ID, what it is generated. After it is failed, returning -1. Okay, now I can test here. I can take first what it is returning back. What it is returning back. Add employee returning back one status. This successfully stated or not, maybe added or not. Now I have to write test case. Now I have to write test case. How to write? JUnit provided some assertion methods. What I told here, JUnit 5 provided assertion methods. What is assertion methods? Example, we have these many assertion methods. Not only this, these are simple examples. Okay, there are many assertion methods. Assess true. Assess true. What is the true means? It will be check condition. If condition is true, the test case will be passed, else it is failed. I'll show example first, then I'll come back here. Okay. Next one is assertion same. Another one is assertion, some more examples. Okay, assess methods. Set dot so same equals assets equals. So here we can check two numbers is same or not. Okay, what I will tell, this is actual return value. Okay, actual return value. So what I will do, I'll compare whatever return value, actual value, expected actual. Okay, so I'm expecting what, after inserting this object to the map, I'm expecting the employee ID should be 1 because first time I'm setting. Okay, but I got this value. I'll check this expected value and actual value is same or not. I'll check this expected value and return value same or not. This is actual value returned to me. I'm expecting this one. If both are same, then I'm saying this is false. This is false. In bad case, if I return that value as a, maybe the method return value is a -1, but I'm expecting 1, what will happen? This will be failed. Assertion equals method will be failed. On that case, we can say that test case is failed. Okay, this is not expecting how I'm expecting. Okay, this is not running as expected. Now run this up test case. Just right click on this, not Java application. We have to use JUnit. To make JUnit application, this is test. To make this a test case, we have to use this annotation called test. To make our method as a JUnit test cases, we have to use the test method on the top of the method. Okay, now see here, run as JUnit test. If I comment this, what will happen? The option is not coming. Even ID also not identifying, this is not test case. ID also not identified, this is a test case. Now I click run as JUnit test. See the console, it is completely green color. What is green color means? Success. What is green color means? Success. So in bad case, another one I'm see here what I'm doing. In the case of E, I'm passing null value. I'm asking the add employee method. Okay, add this null object. Instead of employee object, I'm asking to add null value. What will happen? On top of null, E is a null now. E is a null. On top of null, I'm writing one method, null dot set up EMP ID. What will happen? What will happen? If you call any method on top of the null,
Null pointer exception.
it will throw null pointer exception. So the control will go to the catch block. In catch block, I'm returning a -1. So what is the test here? I'm passing null. Okay, I'm expecting the value is 1, but actually value return back a -1. Okay, actual value is -1, but I'm expecting 1. I'm asking the asset equal. Please compare my actual value and my expected value. Both are same, you give green color. Test case is success. If both are not same, you give red color. Test case is failed. Okay, now check it will work as it is or not. Now I see red mark. What the meaning? So it is saying the proper message here. If you read here, expecting -1. Okay, 1 second. It is reverse again. Expected. First one is expected. It is first one is expected. Next one is actual. So here what I'm saying, see, read the proper message here. Don't go for console for now. Here, test case saying I'm expecting 1, but the return value is -1. Why? Because I'm passing null. On top of null, internally logic is calling some method, so it's throwing the null pointer exception. After raising exception, that logic is returning a -1. Okay, we can test this like this. Our code, our functionality by providing the different values. So first time I provided E, I got a proper one. Next time I'm calling same method. Okay, add employee place, I'm calling the null. Okay, actual return value 1 I'm taking here, variable name conflict. Expecting is 2 now. Expecting 2 now because already 1 is inserted. I'm passing null second time. Second time, if it is successful insertion, expecting null. If it is fail, we'll check that. Okay. Actual value, return value is 1 in this case. Now run this one, see what will happen. This failed. It is failed. Why it is failed? This is the reason. Expected 1, but it is a -1. Okay. Expected 1, wait, -1. Line number 22. Expected 1 here. Sorry, expected 1. Variable name forgotten. Okay. Now check. This saying expected 2, but return value is -1. Like this, we can check, we can test our code. Okay. Next time, what I'm doing? Unfortunately, okay, what we can test here? Employee ID only we can test, right? Okay, this is the first method. We'll go for next one quickly. What is next one? Update employee method. Okay, for the update employee method, I want to write test case. What is the convention we have to follow? First, write a method. Public is a modifier. Void should be written type. Should be void. Should not write any int like that because this test case. Test case will be called. Who is calling this add employee test method? This is calling by JUnit engine. We are not calling because test cases will be created by the developer, but will call by the JUnit engine. No one will call. Okay, JUnit engine will call. That is why we have to make this a public method, because JUnit engine may be developed in a different package. This should be available to all the packages, right? That is the reason. And we are not returning back to response. We are not returning back to the engine. That is why make it void. Okay, public void. Next one is we have write method name such a way that to understand easily this method for to test any particular method. Okay, this method for to test update emp test. Okay, and next write logic here. Okay, create object again. Okay, then emp service impl dot update employee. Update employee. For which employee? We have first we have to insert one employee, otherwise it will not update. We are inserting first. Okay, next we have to update that one. Employee ID 1. Employee ID 1. Update name to the Rama. After updating, it will return back what? String. The string, what is the content? What is the content of string? Employee updated, like that. Employee updated. Employee not found. Now check this test case. How we can write? We can write by using assessment methods. This is actual update. Okay. My expected update is, what is expected? I'm thinking is I'm expecting employee updated. Up to this class. Okay, expecting this one. Now how to test by using JUnit? We have to write assessment methods. Assessment methods only to tell with verify. Assessment methods will verify the corresponding expected and actually same or not. How to verify? We have to write assessment methods. This is assessment class. This is assessment method. Inside a class we have multiple methods. Assessment methods is a static. That's why we are calling with a directly class name. You can go inside and check. This is a static method. inside a assertion class. That is why we are calling with a class name. Okay, every time we are calling by class name. Okay, next example I will tell how to use static import. Assertion equals, I'm expecting this one employee updated, but actual what? This is returned. Compare both. This correct or not? Run this. Run as JUnit test cases. JUnit test and see the output. This is null pointer. Just comment for now. Okay. Fine. It is run completed. And okay, run one by one. By run again. This is not running. Why? What is the reason? Just check. This is not running, but this is running. You can see in console also run one by one. We have 2 test cases here, but got run only one. Second one not running. What is the reason? This is not running. What is the reason? Just check. Anything we are missing? Just check anything I'm missing. This method is test method or not first? How to make the method as test method? It's not clear.
At the rate of test and test.
Other test annotation. So why many people not responding? It's not clear or not? We miss other test. If you make the method as other test, then only that the method will become as a test method. Now run. See the difference. 2 out of 2. Okay, second one also failed. Okay, second one. Okay, sorry, first one update EMP test is success. You can see here success. Second one is failed. Cross mark. You can see here total 2. In the 2 completed. Okay, 2 out of 2 completed. Okay, 1 is failed. In the 2, 1 is failed. Which one is failed? Add employee test is failed. Why add employee? Okay, add employee test is failed. Why? Because we are processing null value. That is why this failed. Next one is update employee test. Click on update employee test. The one, this is false. That's why there is no stack test also. Stack test will come when there any exception or failed. So here I'm writing one more. I'm checking one more by providing the update employee by calling this one. How to? I'm calling the employee ID is 10. I'm asking to update as like this. Okay, I'm asking for employee ID 10. Update this name. Okay, really is employee ID 10 exists or not? This not exist. If it did not exist, what will happen? It returns employee not found. But what I do here in assertion test case method, this is expected, this is actual. I'm expecting employee should be updated. Even employee ID 10 given, I thought there is employee ID 10 is there. Okay, for the 10, I have to update the name. I thought like that. I'm writing test case. Later part, I'm running this test case. Check it is working or not. See, out of 2 completed. In the 2 failed. Why reason for that? They check in the update employee test. What is the reason this failed? Expected is employee updated, but actual is employee not found. Employee ID 10 is not found. That is the reason. Okay, like this we can test by providing the different inputs. By providing different inputs, we can check our application. Now, what is one more? We can check here, delete employee. We can write for this test case. Just guide me how to write. How to start test case? I want to test this particular method, this service method have test. What is that? Delete employee. Now tell me in test case how to write. How to write test case for this? Why no response? How to write test case for this? Test case method. How to start? What is the first step? Test case method should be public. Modifier should be public. Return type should be void. Next, method name ends with test. No arguments. Now, first we have to create the object. Now, call the method, delete employee method. Employee ID I'm giving 1. Maybe this while learning this time there is no data, so that I have to insert one data. Okay, I want to delete employee ID 1. After deleting, I'll get a what it is returned. It is returned actual value. Actually, this value I got. I'm expecting 1. How to compare these two? Assets equals actual first expected, then this is the way to test. It's not clear? Lucas, for you very important, you are going to join one project quickly. I know that interview is clear, right? Definitely they will ask you to write test cases initial days. How to make this method as a test method? Add test annotation. Now test this. It is success. Okay, this is about our test method. We'll go for next one, display name. What is display name? So by default, what is the name it will display here? For delete test method, as it is, it will show the method name. I want to customize that. How to customize? Display name, provide your deleting test case for delete EMP. Like this, I want to customize the method name. How it will display here. Okay. Now see difference. Previously, it is as it is method name. I came here. This came here. Now check how it will be written. How it will display. Test case for delete EMP. Same as I want to change second method. Test case for update. Now run this. Okay, it is changed. This is only display name for the to display name for this proper name, a custom name for the test case. What is next one? Before each. Before each. So see here. Before each method running. Before each method running, I am writing one common logic here. Creating object and inserting data. Creating object and inserting maybe adding employee. This can I make common instead of writing here and here, and also in the third one also here. Can I make common one place? It automatically executes for every test case. Okay, that we can do with the one common method. We can write one before each public void initialize map. Initialize map. Okay, initialize map. So to make this one before each, this method will execute for each test case. How it will execute? The JUnit engine pass, it will call the, okay, we have to take outside because it's a local variable, right? One second. This we can put here. I not found. Okay, we'll add employee here. Okay. The next time we'll add one more employee for this method, one particular this method. While adding again. Adding another employee here. Expected is 2 actual. This is actual return value. Okay, so this whatever creating object and adding that map, I'm taking it outside. So it is not required to place again every time. So this I'm taking outside, add employee. I'll take it. So remove that. This also remove that. Okay. So what will happen when the JUnit engine, before going to execute this method, first it will call this one, then it will call again same, before execute update employee test, first it will call initialize map, then it will call again same third one, before calling this method, first it will call initialize map, then call the actual test method. That is called before each. Before running each test case, if you want to run some logic, go for the before each method. Okay, same as another one after each. What is after each tells? After each will be executed. After each will be executed whenever each test case completed. Before is for before it will call for test case. After is for after it will call. So delete, maybe nullify something, method name, nullify object, some name I taken. Okay, what it will do here, just emp service impl, make it as a null, just deleting object simply. Okay, how we can check, just write on SOP for your understand purpose, write on SOP. This is for initialize map. This is for after each test case. Just try to understand. If you are not clear, ask me now only. Before each test case. Okay, and here I'm writing some test case, add employee test like this. The second one is update employee. Some SOP is to identify the order. Yes, delete the Employee test case. Now check how it will be print in order wise. Okay, before each test case, on test case for the update, like first it executing a second method. Executing second method. Again, after each test case. This is one part. Okay. Second one is before each test case again add employee test. Sorry, before each test case, add employee test, after each test case. This is second part. Third one is before each test case, delete employee test and after test case. So before each test case, what I'm doing? Just adding one employee into map. Okay, after test case, just I'm making the null. This is for the before each, after each. Now tell me someone when before each method will be executed, when after each method will be executed. In simple line, just tell me when before each, when after each will be executed. Why no answer? Not listening? Lokesh? I think many people not listening. Focus. So before each method will be run for every test case started before start. After each for every test case after completion of. So this is for the before each. There is one more annotation. Before all, after all. I want to execute one common place, one common logic, which is common for the all test cases. For these three test cases, there is one common logic that I want to execute. How I can execute? Okay, but three test cases. Okay, but three test cases only one time it should be executed. That logic before and after. That can define in a before all. What is before all? Before all, just method public void common initialize some method name. Here I'll take this one, only one line. Okay, only one line I'll take. Service MP EMP service IMPL. Okay, after this is before all, and after all also I write same logic is same. After all, destroy. This time I'm taking simply here EMP service IMPL. Don't consider logic here, only understand the how it works. Okay, just write an SOP here. Destroy method, and first one is initialize method. Now run this one, check how it works. It is failed. Reason for this is before all methods public void must be static. Okay, static. We have to take this as a static. So before all and after all methods be static type. Okay, should be a static type. This is special annotation. Okay, this method should be a static type. Now run this test case and see the flow. It is first will be initialize, last will be destroy. Okay, these two methods will call only once, because these methods before all, after all will be executed before starting the test cases, all test cases, after completing the all test cases. This is simple annotation. Disable for what? Last one is disable. Disable tells specifically I want to disable. Okay, this update or delete EMP test method I don't want to execute. I don't want to execute. Maybe I want to disable temporarily. It is not working. Disable. Okay, disabled. Okay, disabled. I have tried disable annotation in the any particular test case method. This test case won't execute. I am disabling temporary. Okay, let's check. Previously we got 3 test cases. Now check this delete EMP test method will be executed or not. See here, test case for delete EMP is hided. This means hide. 3 out of 3. In the 3, 1 is skipped, because 1 is we disabled. That is skipped. Which one? This one, test case for delete EMP. Okay, like that we can disable the any particular test case by using disable annotation. Next one is we want to know, first check this one. First check this one, how the test case is running. So first test case is for update. Second test case is for after test case, before test case. Okay, test case. One more, one is okay. What's which one? Add employee SOP is there. This is add employee. Say update employee, delete employee. Test case for update. Okay. After, before. After, before. Next one is this one is not printing. Test case for update. Delete EMP test. It is disabled. Okay, sorry. Disable comment, right? Okay, why it's not printing? Delete EMP test. Why it not printing? What is the reason? Any particular? Run again. Please. Before the test case, after test case, before test case, after test case. Okay. Yes. Inside SFP is not printing. What is the reason? One second. Let me check why it's not printing. Add employee test. Test method. Test case for update. Okay. Test class EMP for test. This should be run on the SFP statements are not visible. Assessment failed. Okay, assessment failed means it not run. No? Okay. Yes, I'm checking 1 minute. Why it is getting failed? Three. No check. Before test case, after test case, it is update. After, before, after, before, after. Okay, so it is not showing here somehow. I don't show. I'm not sure exactly the reason for this. It is failed. Add employee test. What is the reason for this? Because employee test is null. We have to comment for now. It is failed. Maybe not printing SOPs. This test case for delete EMP failed. Why? Yes. Add employee test is failed. Reason for this? Line number 27. 27, okay. Let me compile once. It is not running properly. I click Maven clean to clean the complete target folder. Okay, run this again. No class found. Okay, compile this one first. Maven compile not there. Okay, build. Very success. Now run again. Some project building issue. I'm checking that. Clean build. Okay, I got a console now. Test case for update. And after test case. Okay, somehow SOPs are not printing. Not sure about reason. So if I go, the next topic is test method order. For a test method order, we can specify to JUnit engine whenever we are executing the test case methods. This is one test case method. This is one test case method. Okay, another one is a test case method. Third one. So here I want to tell to JUnit engine follow the order. Okay, if you don't follow order, it will follow randomly. Randomly means maybe execute test cases random way. First will execute add employee, maybe last will execute update employee, maybe last will execute add employee, first will execute delete employee test. Okay, if you want to specify that, we can use this test method order. What is the test method order? We have to specify this class first in the class level. This is in the class level. Just remember Jupyter API method. Method order. Okay. And now we have to take order annotation. So order annotation, I can tell this test methods should be first, then this will be second. First should execute add employee, next should be update employee, third should be this one. Like that, if I want to specify, inform to the JUnit engine, execute the test case methods in this following order. This will be used same. Okay, first it will follow add employee test. The remaining it is not printing. Basically, it's have to print. Not sure about the reason. I'll change that place. Update MP. Maybe should not be reason, but we'll check. Now test. This is before the test cases. Add employee test. After the SOPs are not printing properly, we'll see another approach. We'll run test cases. Instead of right click, run as. There is a Maven command. Maven command is MEN test. There is a test goal. I told that time only, test goal is there. in the Maven, if we execute this code, it automatically compile and test our test cases. Okay, it is running our test cases. We'll see that here. Okay, our employee test can destroy is fine. Total is 3, fail is 0, error 2. Okay, 2 errors came. Totally it's taken 0.47 seconds to complete the test cases, all test cases. Okay, test case completed, but SOP statements are not printed. That I have to check for reason. Okay, so here concept is want to specify the order for that JUnit engine while running the test cases. Follow this order, like first run this test case, second run this update test case, third like this. We can provide. Maybe if I give the 3 here, 2 here, which are it will do? First, it will run add employee test, second delete, third update. Like that, we can specify the order to the JUnit engine. Okay. Apart from that, assessment methods. Repeated test we can use. If you want to repeated test, I'll cover one example. I want to add 10 employees. How it will be? Repeated test. Repeated test like this value we have to provide. Okay, 10 times I want to run this method. Okay, this test method should be run 10 times. How we can provide repeated test. Okay, so if I run this one 10 times, see this got printed 10 times. Why? Because that particular test case is run 10 times. So when it is useful, we want to test performance testing of application. Performance means while triggering multiple requests same time. Okay, at a time I want to send 100 requests to the application or 1000 requests, 1 lakh requests. We can test through repeated test annotation. Okay, repeated test to repeat or execute a particular test case multiple times, or means n number of times. Okay, and tag is not much important. Next one is assess methods. Assess API basically to test the expected value written by the service method and actual value, which is expected value, whatever we are expecting, actual value written by the service method. Both are matched, then test case is success, else it is failed. Okay, these all methods are common. Assess equals assess true. True means condition. If the method is returning Boolean condition, okay, returning Boolean condition, we can use the true. Okay, assert same, I already told, and assess arrays equal. The method returning arrays, we want to compare whatever method, service method returning array data, and we are comparing with our expected data, we can use array equal. Okay, assess fail, manually if you want to fail the assess method. Example, even that I want to fail manually, this assess methods we can use fail. So every time we need to write assessment dot like that. See here, this is assessment dot. Can you write? This is not required because static methods we can call with the static import. That is Java 5 feature, I think. Static import. How we can simply we can. Okay, we'll take IDE support. If I remove this, it will give some error message. This is static import. Okay, how it will be? We have to import one class with static keyword. See the difference between the first line number 5, line number 3. First, see the difference. So line number 5, there is no static keyword. Line number 3, there is static keyword. What does that mean? Whatever the methods are there in this assessment methods, whatever the methods are there in the assessment class, all these methods we can directly call. No need to use always assessment dot. Okay, to import all our assessment methods. This is not for only for assessment. for any class. This is core Java concept. Okay, static methods we know to call with the class name directly. We can call with the method name only. Method we can call directly, but we have to specify the static import. Static import means we have to tell to JVM in this class all the static methods I can call directly without class name. Okay, that is static import. Assess fail. What is assess fail? I want to manually fail this test case. I want to manually fail. How to fail? I don't want to check any condition or expected value like that. Simply I want to fail. I can call assessment.fail method. I can provide manual fail. Manual test case failed. Okay, this is manual approach to fail the test. See here, this test case, this failed. Test case for delete EMP. Where is that? This is failed. What is the purpose? Reason? This is null. Line number 29. Okay. Initialize map. Initialize map here taking employee service. It is null. Why it is null? It is created right before all. It is created. No test. Okay, static variables it may not create. Okay. Okay, no test this one. Delete EMP. 33. Okay. Saying EMP service IMP is null. Only one is fast test case add. Okay, here EMP service IMP used. Remaining is failed. Okay. Because of this one maybe. Okay, now run this test case. We got success messages. Okay, every time it is calling the. So if you compare initialize method for the before all, last one destroy, after all, before each, after each, add employee test. This add employee test I written 10 times, repeated test, that's why 10 times is printed. Later it is a before each test case, after test case, after test case. Okay, this SOPs are not there. Huh? It is commented. Huh? Delete employee test. It is not came still. Delete employee test. Okay. See manual fail. That is why not came. Okay. See here, delete employee test case is reason for this manual fail because I manually failed this test case. Like that, we can use the assessment fail method also to fail manually the method test case fail. Okay. Next, we'll go for that. We'll go for the Makito. So Makito already time is completed. Maybe we'll connect tomorrow again same time. Okay. Tomorrow I'll cover Makito and how to test Spring Boot application with the Sonar coverage. Okay, how to test Spring Boot application with Sonar coverage. So if you want to test to use JUnit, we have to add the dependency. I forgot to tell initial. Okay, go to POM XML file. In the POM XML file, we have one dependency JUnit Jupyter engine. Okay, this 5.9.2, we can take any version. I taken 5.9.2, this latest version, I think. You can use any version. How to download this? Go to Maven repository, JUnit Jupyter. use this one. Jupyter engine, not API. This is if an unpointed latest person, you have to take, okay, you add this into your XML file. By default, whenever you create Maven application, it will come to JUnit 4. Remove that and add this one. Okay, only one dependency is available. This is fine. This is fine. You can work with JUnit 5. Okay, practice today. If you are practicing today, then tomorrow Marketo very easy. Okay, Marketo will take not more than 30 minutes. Okay, then we'll go for the Spring Boot REST API testing. Then we'll go for the Sonar code coverage. Sonar code coverage is a very important one, because first I'll give overview on that. What is Sonar code coverage means? Whenever we are writing test case, so test cases you are writing or not, no one will ask. How they will check how much code coverage you completed. How much code coverage completed means how many test cases you written to cover all your service layer methods, to cover all your logic. Okay, so simple example, whenever any employee join to the company project, they will ask to write test cases. Okay, asking test cases, it is like initial task, you have to work on that. Then they will not ask to show test cases, how much you written. They will ask only how much coverage came, how much Sonar coverage came. Okay, so basic majority companies will follow 80 to 90 Sonar coverage. Okay, 90% of your code is tested by using the JUnit test cases. Then only they will accept. Otherwise, they will ask again, even 78, 79, 79.9, they will not accept. At least 80. Some companies follow 80, some companies follow 90, between that. Okay, tomorrow we will see how to check how much coverage we did. Okay, how to improve coverage. Okay, these things will cover tomorrow. Don't miss. This is a initial task will given by the project by manager.